I hope this works now. Let me check with my headphones. Okay, it seems like the audio is there. That's what the problem last time was, but I think I could maybe change the camera a little bit like that. Yes. Oh my God, this new setup is so confusing. Let me check yes, it works. It seems to work. Yes, it was. Guys, I don't know if you can see this, but I have so much stuff on this little desk. I now have this weird new microphone that's without a cable. I got this Black Magic live switcher thing. I am using my, I hope I'm not unplugging something. I am using my little monitor that I usually use to record when I'm shooting my videos as a monitor. Now I can see me like here, there, super weird. The camera is weird, but I think this is pretty cool because the kicker of this is that I also have my iPad, and check this out. I can have my iPad as a screen. So that's the whole idea. I've been doing live streams for quite some time. At one point, the guys from YouTube reached out when the live stream feature was quite new, and they asked me if I wanted to test it. And I said yes. And the original idea was to do a live build every week, and I soon or we soon learned that it's just impossible to, or for the stuff that I built, it's not doable in an hour. So I still like the live stream feature though, because it gives me a chance to talk about things that I don't talk about or that I can't talk about in my other videos, because I rarely talk in my videos. And also I think it's cool to connect to the community, even though this is now a little bit more difficult for me to see. I can't read the chat. Usually it's easy for me to talk. I used to talk right into that camera so I could read and do all of the things at the same time. Those days are over, but I know that Marielle is there. She will take good care of the chat. And also, I don't know, maybe there's another way to highlight if you have questions. We have to figure this out together. Either way, I think it's a really cool thing to do, is to have a live stream every last Sunday of the month where we can talk about things. I can give you updates and maybe even have like mini, I don't want to say classes because I'm not a teacher, but you know, things that I learned about or stuff that I am interested in and that I have information that I could maybe share with you. So in the last live stream in January, where I was still struggling with all the technical stuff, I thought I announced that this month in this live stream, we're going to talk about how to monetize as a maker. How can you turn this whole making stuff into a job? How can you make money with these things? But now that we did the premiere a couple minutes ago for the video that I just shared, somebody had a question in the chat about the thumbnail where I did some hand lettering, and then all of a sudden it was all about hand lettering, and then I was like, yeah, we can also talk about hand lettering. So in the premiere, in the chat, we did a quick vote. Do you want me to talk about making money or hand lettering? And hand lettering it is, which is cool. Like, I'm not prepared, but I also didn't prepare anything for the money thing, so it's the same. I tried to set up a third camera. You can't see this, but there is a third camera on a magic arm for the lettering stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have a cable that's USB 3 to HDMI, so we can't have this, like, it doesn't work. Long story short, it doesn't work. But we have the iPad, so I can show you some of the stuff that just helps me structure my hand lettering. I think that's what it's all about, is knowing about a couple of rules that apply when it comes to handwritten typography. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to follow these rules, but if you decide not to follow them, it's always good to still know that there was a rule about this and why. So we can talk about the fundamental stuff that just helps me organize my lettering. And I think at the end of the day, it's all about organization. But you know what? I think I might turn the camera and show you the back side of this wall, because then but you have to ignore, I didn't plan this, you have to ignore the mess. I got a bunch of equipment this week and my whole studio is full of boxes. And hold on, can I? No, we have to do it live. Can I show you something on the iPad so you can watch? You can see the iPad, and then I turn the camera so at least you don't see a full mess. Okay, I'll just show you. That's I think that's good. I will show you the quick thumbnail that I drew before I jumped on this live stream, and you can take a look at that. And then hold on. Wait, why do you see the? Yes. This is. Can you still hear me when the second camera is on? It says that my connection. I'm seeing everything. Anything? Lisa says it's perfect, so I trust her. Cool. Let's turn the camera. Ooh, hold on. How do I do this? Okay. All right, we are ready. Audio is good. Sound is. What does 5x5 mean? Is that good? Audio is still good, but laggy. Connection isn't the best right now, but it's fine. Okay. Well, I think, so this is my studio. I think that I can, for the next live stream, I can connect my Ethernet cable directly to the live switcher. So next time we can work on the connection. But now just to show you that no rules were applied, like that's all messy. And the trick is that there are no rules. That's what makes it interesting. Switching back. I never showed these images ever, so don't judge me. Please don't judge me for my weird paintings that I do when I'm here in my studio by myself. I'm back. There we are. Okay, I'm back. Cool. Monday. For everybody in Germany, or for everybody who doesn't mind watching TV German, there is the 50th anniversary of Sendung mit der Maus, which is the kids' TV show that I work with or work for. And I have a little piece in that 50. Imagine a TV show that runs for 50 years. It's absolutely insane. Such a good show, very educational, very free thinking. I am so proud that I am a part of this. So if you care to watch it, it will be next Sunday. Yes, they will also have it on their, like on the internet. You can watch it on the internet if you don't live in Germany, but otherwise watch Sendung mit der Maus. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I have seen my part, but there are other parts that I'm a part of that I haven't seen. And I also haven't seen the full edit. The whole show is about future. And I think this will be a special one. So again, I'm super proud to be a part of this. And this will be exciting. Cool. Then one more update. I wanted to talk to you about Leatherman merch, because they are a sponsor and they are awesome, and I always try to help them out and shout out their products as much as I can. They now make clothes that are pretty cool. Like I am wearing the sweater. They have some cool features like these paracord thingies, and the overall quality is pretty good. I just think I got it 3 days ago, so this is the third day of me wearing it, and so far it's awesome. Just wanted to shout that out because I know that there are a lot of Leatherman hardcore fans in the audience. And is the internet still slow? Let me know if the internet. Guys, my hair, it's ridiculous. I have an appointment next Saturday. Speaking of clothes, hold on just 1 second. Let's go. You can also watch this, but I want to show you something. Man, I am a little bit nervous about the camera. Usually it charges, and it should. It says it's not charging. If this camera dies, I will see you next month. I am very sorry if it dies. One more quick update. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a prototype that Ellen and I made. And I wanted to make a work shirt for months or years, really. And now we have the first prototype. It's white from the inside because it's just the fabric that I had. The original, of course, will not be white from the inside. But look at this. And it's so wonky because Ellen did all the hard parts, but I did like the pockets. So they are super wonky. But yeah, I am very proud. I've been wearing it for a week now. And it's a cool jacket. And the plan with this is to have patterns that you can either download or order, and we will ship you the pattern. And hopefully, if I can afford it, I know making clothes is super expensive. Jimmy just talks a lot about that. Hopefully, if we get enough money to get it done, then I would love to have a actual production of these shirts. And that will be made in Portugal with very fair conditions and good materials. So I am excited about this one. I don't know. It will be a while, but yes, the jacket will be super cool, I think. Yeah, cool. It would be great to maybe to promote it with a download code and with a pattern, and then maybe come back. And I don't know, or maybe if you buy a pattern, you get like a coupon code for the actual jacket, so we can use the pattern sales to finance the jacket stuff. I don't know, maybe like a DIY Kickstarter stuff. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm very, very excited because I think I'm making stuff all the time, but I'm rarely making clothes. But clothes are so close to you that I think it's a really cool opportunity to make something that's really my own. And yeah, either way, I'm emotional about this. I think it's really cool. So the whole online store is offline right now because we're doing a bunch of changes. We are changing the whole logistics behind it. We're also building a new store. There will be, oh my God, the new products. I will not talk about it. Like I promised myself not to talk about it, but there will be really cool stuff. I'm excited about this. But now let's talk about hand lettering. I don't think I'm exceptionally good at anything when it comes to anything, especially not hand lettering, but I do get the feedback that people like my, like the way I hand our stuff. And I think that is probably for the consistency. I think people like the consistency of my hand lettering stuff. So let's jump to the iPad and I will show you a couple things. So I wanted to have a hold on. Oh, it works. Does it work? Oh, there it is. Okay. I wanted to have a second camera so I can also use pen and paper to do this. But in this case, it didn't work. So we have to use the iPad mainly. And this app is called Procreate. And whenever I do a digital illustration, I use my iPad, the Apple Pencil, and this app to letter stuff. Unless I'm taking notes, then I use the app Notability, which is also pretty cool. So Procreate for drawing and for designing stuff, and Notability for taking notes. Both works on the iPad. So all the digital stuff for me is in those two apps. And the way that this app works, it's like Photoshop. Just like a very, very quick explanation. As you can see, you can add layers, and you have to think about these layers as physical transparencies laying on top of each other. And the first layer right here, the first layer is all the way down on top of the first layer is the second layer, the third, however you want to see it. So that means if I write something on the first layer, like this, and then I write something in a different color on the second layer, whoop, like this. Whoop, no, I wanted it to be red so we can see the difference. Is that the second layer? Yes. Then it overlays it. Unless I change the layers. Did I change the layer? I think I did. Yes. And then the other thing is on top. So that's how layers work. Just very, very basic. When it comes to topography, whoopsie. Sorry, I turned off the Hold on. When it comes to topography, as I said, a lot of this, and I'm not an expert, not even know what I'm talking about, but if you want to hear my perspective, this is so. I always think it's easier to draw on a black background with a white pencil. I think that looks so much cooler than hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. How do I change the color? Then a white background. Why doesn't it change the color? Hintergrund? Weiß. See, as I said, I do not, because I switched it off. Okay. So this looks a lot cooler than this, I think. So I always like to draw on a black background with a white pen for these digital illustrations. It is hard to do that in real life. There are a couple white pencils that are very, very opaque, I think is the right word. But that's a different topic. Let's stay here for a second. So the fundamentally rule, and you might remember that at least we had that in school when we started writing things, or when we started handwriting. We had these little paper things where you learn that letters have different heights. So, for example, like I need to make this a little bit bigger. So that's an A, right? The B goes up there and the G goes there. So that's the basic stuff that we learned in school. There are a couple like the H all the way here. You know what I mean, right? Yes. I hope I'm not missing anything in the chat. Marielle, call me. Call me if there's something going on that I should know about, or write me on little stuff. Now, let's add a new layer. We keep our 3 lines. We add a new layer. I usually don't like red that much, but just to clarify, just to make it visually more interesting. So now imagine we want to have like the A, B, C, and so on. That's the alphabet. Now imagine that you do one change. You go back to this 3 thing layer, and now we say this line is up here. We change the rule that the 3 lines are not equally distanced. One line is up there. How would that change our letters? It's a lot of switching colors, sorry. That means our alphabet, hold on, I need to make this bigger. Our alphabet would now look like this. Do you know what I mean? And instantly we designed a different set of lettering. That's the most basic thing that we can do. Now, if we change, let's do a different, hold on, it's too big. The lines need to be thin and the lettering. Oh, that's another cool trick with Procreate. If you draw a line, hold on, what's happening? Did I? B, C, D. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's I messed up the alphabet. You know what I mean. Come on, guys. Okay, let's erase this. I'm getting a message. Is the internet connection bad? Very cool. No, cool. Thanks, Maria. In Procreate, if you have a super wonky line and you just keep the tip pressed down, it will turn into a straight line. Now let's put the middle line lower to down. See how that looks. We put a new layer on top, pencil, make it red so you all can see it. And now I will try not to mess up the alphabet. So that's A, B, G. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with the IV. Oh, hold on. A, B, C, D. Okay, but you get the point, right? That's how you can quickly completely change the rules and make a consistent change to your hand lettering. The trick now is that, of course, you don't have these lines, so you will have to learn how to kind of keep these lines in your mind. So if I decide to have like the upper line, it looks bad if I do this. I can do this on purpose if I want to, if I want to be super confusing, I will keep it here, but it looks so much better if I am consistent, right? And also if I add like small letters to have, it looks so much more even and it's more readable if you keep this in mind. Yes, so let's erase this. See how this is a different feel. I'm trying to go for more exciting letters, so don't worry. Okay, this is a completely different feel than this. And all you have to do is just kind of, you don't have to know why or how it makes you feel. You just have to feel that that is different, and then go for what feels right to you. Oh, I wanted to try something. Hold on. Does that work? Hold on. Does that work? No. I thought I could do like, oh, hold on. No, I thought I could do like a picture-in-picture thing. No, doesn't work. Yeah, there it is. So professional. Nice. Look at that. Okay, cool. Is that better? Okay, so that is the absolute fundamental thing that helps you to get a consistent look for your hand lettering. Let me check for my camera real quick. Oh, fuck. Oops, I'm not allowed. It is blinking. I'm a little bit worried. What can we do? Hold on. Let me try to... This is the camera. This is something else. Can I... Oh, yeah, I know. I think I have to put it here. Hold on. Just to check. No. There we are. We're gone. No, we're not gone. Check battery. Yeah, it's blinking. A couple more things. So again, like if this camera dies, we will just keep... it is what it is. Okay, cool. So let's erase all of this. Another thing that is interesting to know about is how your pencil is built. You probably know, and this would be better if we had a top camera, which we don't have, but like a Sharpie has a different tip than a chiseled marker, like the white Sharpie. And I don't know if there must be a pen that, because I know. Okay, let's start with this one. So it's like the weight of the line, right? If you press hard, and that would be with a brush pen in real life. There are things you can do with just the way you use your pen. And there is a really cool rule with this as well, and it took me a while to figure this out, is that up is lightweight, down is with more pressure. That is a very, very good rule to know. So let's write something. Let's write Livestream. Down is pressure, up is no pressure. I'm not writing Livestream. Let's try again. Down. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It doesn't look, it's very it's exaggerated. But that's another rule, is when you go up, it's light. When you go down, it's heavier. And that is also a rule that makes your topography look way more consistent. It's a similar thing that I like one rule that I always have if I write with a Sharpie is the first line is 3 strokes, and then everything else is 1 stroke. So if I want to write Laura, Jesus, my Leatherman hoodie is interfering with, hold on, let's just erase this. Okay, let's write Laura. It's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. This is the writing. This is not a good pen for this because it's too sensitive. Let's select another pen. But this is the handwriting that you probably know. So this would be a Sharpie here. 1, 2, hold on. Let's go bigger. 1, 2, 3. That's the rule of me writing with a Sharpie on a piece of pink gaffer tape. That's all it. You could also do it the other way around. It's 1, and then the rest is always 3. I just think that looks bad, but maybe there is a use case for this. But my point is, it's all about rules, understanding and memorizing the rules. And then this looks like a shadow. This looks like there's a lamp behind my name and the letters draw a big shadow, I think. So it's cool too, right? So this is mainly the rules that I use in my handwriting is the 3 lines. Where are they? And then the up and down thing, where if I have a brush pen, I try to, where's the brush pen? I try to go light on the up and heavy on the down. That's rule number 3. And then there is my 3-to-1 rule with a Sharpie. And that's this, what this for. So yeah, that is it. As long as we still have the camera. Let me check the battery. Maybe it's still there. It's still blinking. It's still blinking. You know what? I think I will try to turn it off and turn it back on again. I will keep you on this. If there's anything you want me to talk about, now is a good time to put it in the chat. So I will turn off my camera, see if it then attaches to the, or connects to my charger. And yes, let me know in the comments. I will read them after this. I hope the live stream doesn't die. I now realize that if the camera dies, the sound will die probably, and I don't think it worked. Oh man, it's so annoying. I think I had everything figured out except for the yeah, it is what it is. So again, like if this dies, I can't go on the iPad because the sound will be on because that is connected to the camera. So let's read the chat and we just make this a quick one. Yeah, we've been going for 30 minutes. I don't know. Let me know if there's anything else. So brass plating, favorite pens. Yes. Favorite pencil is the Papermate Sharp Writer number 2. They are very cheap, and unfortunately they're hard to refill because they break easily. So I might switch. I'm looking for a alternative that is less wasteful, because these things, I use them for a week and then they break, or 2 weeks. And that's a lot of waste because it's all plastic. I have a favorite brush pen, which is the Pentel. Ooh, it's hard to show. It's a Pentel brush pen. And that one is refillable. So with this one, I wish we had a different camera. With this one, you can do the whole, if you have these in America, I like to use the Pelican Inky. Pelican Inky is really good. Okay, let's check the, how do you do, oh, that's a really good question, Sandy, because it's hard to do. How do you do round letters like the O or the C with my 3-stroke technique? And there, I always go a little bit round. And for what, C. So I go, the C and the G, they are super tricky. So I try to go a little bit round and then come back, that looks off, and then come back like this. But the round letters, oopsie, that's a really good question. They are very difficult to do. And it's actually easier to do that on tape than on the iPad, because it's easier if you have a little bit of resistance. But that's how I used to do. And the S, I was struggling with that too, but I found a good solution. I just go straight and then like this. So yeah, that is, the S is one of my favorite letters. Especially when you have like this one, whoopsie, and then, hold on, we need to go bigger for this. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Yeah, I love the S. And numbers with the technique is also tricky, but I also think that it's cool to mix styles. So if if this is like my 1, 2, 3 technique, I always think it's cool to have the numbers be one line, just to have something different. And for the numbers, as you might see, it's the same thing with the 3 lines. It looks super different if you do this. Wow, my voice is, whoopsie, sorry, that was wrong. If you do this or this, there's a big difference. If you know the rules, you can break them with purpose instead of by accident. Yes, absolutely. That's what I meant about, and that's why I showed you my messy paintings, because that's where all the rules just dissolve, and that is my choice. But it's very important to do this with intent. Yes, that's it. Cool, guys. I think is that it. I don't do logos, Stefan. I am horrible at doing logos, and my own logo, that was actually the first investment in my business back then, because I had a really good designer. I paid him to do my logo, and I'm still happy because I still like my logo, and I think if I did it, I wouldn't. So I'm now founding a production company, and I also header heads and all of that, because I will never do this myself. Yeah, period. Oh, Lisa, I'm glad you enjoyed this. You see, if Leatherman would collaborate, I mean, I have hold on a second, I think it's right here. Leatherman, again, like one of my favorite brands and also sponsors. We have the Let Glue Dry special edition, and I can tell you there's more on the way, but that's all I'm going to say. And one more thing, with branding and using other people's brand, I had somebody reach out to me, and he was very concerned back then when I started making videos. I had like 2 or 3 videos where I take a Leatherman and I hack it. I turn it into something else, or I changed the whole tool. I put a chisel in there, and I think I made a knockoff version of their wristband thing. And this person reached out and said, like, they can sue you for this. They have every right to sue you because you're using the brand, and this is not right. You should delete the videos. And I got super scared because I didn't want Leatherman to sue me. I want Leatherman to like me because I like them and I love their tools. So I didn't take down the videos, but I felt super bad. And I was always like, it was always in the back of my head, like, what if they sue me? Oh my God, you know, what if they get mad? And then eventually I got an email from Leatherman and I saw it in my inbox and I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then they reached out to ask if we want to work together. So I don't know what's the point of this, but if you do stuff in good faith and with the best of your knowledge and without having the intent to hurt or exploit somebody, you can break the rules, I think. Don't quote me on this. This is not legal advice. Okay, cool. Man, this is fun. This is so much more fun than the regular live streams, I think. Let me know. Write yo in the comments if you think that this is better than the live streams I used to do. So I get some feedback from you. Yo, I will write yo in the comments. Also, how do you like my little rainbow flag? I thought it's good to show it's good to be visible. Faith and Leatherman restored. Glad to hear that. Absolutely. Yo. Okay, I'm glad, guys. I'm glad. I think this should always be the answer. If you agree with me, you should write yo in the comments. Okay, let's wrap this up. As long as we're still in control, as long as the camera didn't fail on us. This was fun. This was really fun. I enjoyed this a lot. The only thing I do not enjoy is that I cannot read the comments as good. So I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect. But thank you so much for coming. Also, I don't know what's happening. It's always in February that my channel is just taking a big nosedive. If you haven't seen the videos, please watch the videos. I don't know what's going on. We need some numbers. We need some clicks. Do not watch the videos. Yo, all right, cool. Let's do this. Let's end this because I feel like it's slipping away from me. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you next week. There will be a new video, of course. This week was a collaboration video of my favorite branding techniques and a live stream. I think I will do this every end of the month, one live stream together with a collaboration video, because I think it's cool to recycle some of the old videos. Some of these ideas are 5 years old and they get buried under millions and millions of different videos. So I think it's cool to bring them back sometimes. And again, like, I enjoy the live stream. I enjoy the little ching, ching, ching. Like, check this out. I can do this. I can do this off the little desk. Either way, guys, stay safe. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you all for watching. You know what? I can do a fade to black. I think, yeah, I can do a fade to black. So I'm ready to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye. Nice.